Kalyadamana Bidhana Kalyadamana Bidhana Amala Harinam Amya Vilasa Amala Harinam Amala Harinam Amya Vilasa Amala Harinam Amya Vilasa Vipina Purandara Nabina Nagarapara Vipina Purandara Nabina Nagarapara Ram Sivadana Suvasa Ram Sivadana Suvasa Raja Janapana Surakula Nashana Raja Janapana Surakula Nashana Nanda Godana Rakohala Nanda Godana Rakohala Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara Sundarananda Gopala Sundarananda Gopala Sundarananda Gopala Sundarananda Gopala Yamuna Tatachara Gopi Vasanahara Yamuna Tatachara Gopi Vasanahara Yamuna Tatachara Gopi Vasanahara Yamuna Tatachara Gopi Vasanahara Rasarasika Kripa Mohoya Rasarasika Kripa Mohoya Shri Radha Vallabha Vrindavana Natapara Shri Radha Vallabha Vrindavana Natapara Bhakti Vinodashra Premanande.
Hari Hari Bol.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 I don't want that.
बंद ही कर दो सही
Narayanam Namaskrityam
नारायणं नमस्कृतं
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
Daivim Sarasatim Vyasam
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
Tato Jayamudhiraya
ततो जयमुदीरये
Nastaprayeshu Vabhadreshu
नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
नित्यं भागवत सेवया
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
भगवती उत्तम श्लोके
Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki
भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी.
So we're coming towards the end of the auspicious month of Kartik. There's only 1 week left. We're coming up to Bhishma Panchak, right? On the Ekadasi day, we begin the Bhishma Panchak. Jayapataka Swami Maharaj was always very enthusiastic in observing Bhishma Panchak. So Ekadasi is the beginning, and then the next 4 days, you should also observe some kind of vow. Huh? No, I'm already begun the class. You're too late. So, Srila Jayapataka Maharaj, you like to observe Bhishma Panchak. It's on the Vaishnava calendar. You can see it begins on the Ekadasi day and it finishes with the Purnima. So 5 days. First day is Ekadasi and then 4 other days. And the final day, the 5th day, the final day, in the evening, that's when you break the fast. And it's a festival usually, because it marks the end of the 4 months of austerity, the end of Chaturmasya. Chaturmasya comes to an end on that evening. And you know, if you've been observing Bhishma Panchak, then you'll be happy to break your fast, right? Usually what the Jayapataka Maharaj and devotees in Mayapur like to do is they will eat fruits and roots. They just eat fruits and roots for 4 days. The first day Ekadasi, try to do full fasting. Ideally should do nirjal. If you can't do nirjal, then drink water. And if you have to, you can eat fruit if you have to. But try to observe some kind of austerity. This is for someone, you know, like most of us, we haven't done very much in Chaturmasya. You haven't observed very well, very strictly, any kind of austerity over the 4-month period of Chaturmasya. So this blessing is there, that if you follow the Bhishma Panchaka, then you get the blessing of the full 4 months of austerity. If you can do some austerity during this final 5 days of the Chaturmasya. So that begins on, when's the Ekadasi? Sunday. Huh?
Second.
So on the Ekadasi day, it's the last Ekadasi in the Chaturmasya, and it's the beginning of the Bhishma Panchak. So we encourage devotees, if you like to do a little austerity, it's very nice. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Madhavatiti Bhakti Janani, that by observing the holy days like Ekadasi and Janmastami, it becomes the nectar of devotion for those devotees who take shelter of these holy days. So we do try to observe some kind of we try to give some significance to these holy days. It's very helpful for our spiritual progress, right? People often come to us, they want blessings. And it's the duty of devotees to give blessings. You know, people may come to you sometime and please bless me, right? And then you can ask them, well, what blessing do you want? Right? Right? Just like Srila Prabhupada was traveling on the train in India, and it happened that some people in the train heard how there's this famous Swamiji there on the train, and these two men, they came, they wanted to meet Srila Prabhupada. So somehow they got past Prabhupada's devotees and they got into Prabhupada's compartment. And they came to Prabhupada and they asked, Swamiji, give us your blessings. So Prabhupada looked at them and said, oh, what blessing do you want? And they were a bit surprised, you know, they didn't expect this. So the one man said, well, you know, I have my back, you know, I have a problem with my back, pain in the back. And the other man said, oh, I have my daughter not married yet, I want to get her married. So like this, and Prabhupada looked at them and said, I bless you, I bless you that you can become like these men here. And he pointed to some brahmacharis who were in saffron robes with a shaved head. And, you know, and Prabhupada said, I bless you that you can become like these men. And they ran away. They were not very eager to get that blessing. And so people would come to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and ask him for blessings. And Chaitanya Charitamrita, it describes how Lord Chaitanya would bless them. He would say, Krishna Matir Vastu, may your mind be on Krishna. That is the real blessing we want, right? We want to be able to fix our mind on Lord Krishna. And how to fix the mind on Krishna? Well, we have to chant the holy name. That's essential. The chanting of the holy name. You can't be thinking of Krishna if you're not chanting. So it's most important for us to chant. When we are initiated, we make a vow to chant 16 rounds every day. We don't make any other vows. Oh, well, we do 4 principles, of course, 4 principles. These 4 principles are there for all civilized people. Everyone should try to follow these 4 principles. Chanting of 16 rounds is also very good for us to clean the heart. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke the Shikshastikam, and he says, Chaito Darpana Marjanam. Right? We can clean the mirror of the heart by the chanting of the holy names. So the chanting of the holy names is very auspicious. Very nice to see so many of you here this evening and all chanting the holy name. This is a very nice way to make spiritual advancement. So when we were coming here tonight, the devotee driving was saying to me about how to keep up the enthusiasm. Because during month of Kartik, devotees are quite enthusiastic. And just like tonight, you know, a lot of people are here tonight. Quite a good number of people, probably because we're in the month of Kartik. It's the auspicious time of the year, and more people are more inspired. We just had Diwali, Many people took part in festival. We had the Govardhan Puja, which also coincides with the Diwali festival. So that was very nice. And then we had Prabhupada's disappearance day also, and more people also took part there. And so people have some enthusiasm during this month of Kartik. The devotees have been trying to go to more and more homes and encourage people to sing the Damodar song, teaching them the Damodar Astikam and showing them how to offer a lamp to Lord Damodar. And devotees have been doing more and more. In the beginning they had only just like 1,000 houses. But over the years, now they've built it up, now they have like 8,000 houses they go to in the month of Damodar. They can visit as many as 8,000 homes and teach people about Damodar Leela and how to offer the lamp to Lord Damodar. So it takes some enthusiasm to do this kind of stuff, and we want to keep up that enthusiasm. Of course, in the West, we have Christmas Marathon. That comes up in December at the end of the year, and devotees get very inspired. And even in India, many centers in India, they take up the program and try to distribute more books. We had Bhadra Purnima. We were hoping to distribute sets of Srimad Bhagavatam for the Bhadra Purnima. It said people can get back to Godhead just by distributing a set of Bhagavatams on the Bhadra Purnima. So many sets were distributed. And December we'll have the Christmas Marathon. But we're still a month away from December, right? We want to be enthusiastic. We want to keep up the enthusiasm every day. How do we keep up the enthusiasm to do all these things, to organize programs, and to do chanting and preaching, just to be enthusiastic for our own sadhana is difficult. To get people to wake up in the morning, to do the chanting, and to get people to go to temple, they need some enthusiasm. Often we get stuck in our little homes and we just want to stay in our home. We don't like to go out. We don't owe too many people. Just want to be, sometimes people say, I will chant on my own, or I'll read the books on my own. That's nice, but it's not as good as being with the devotees. Being with the devotees is very powerful. And that's why Prabhupada made centers. He opened centers so that people could come and take part in the programs. And we're so fortunate, people are even opening their own homes. As we have this evening, somebody's home, we're coming here. So many people were coming, and we're having a program to hear about Lord Krishna. So it's important to keep up our enthusiasm. How do we do it? How do we keep up enthusiasm? It's so important to be enthusiastic. Rupa Goswami, in his Upadesh Amrita, after describing the 6 things which are harmful for devotional service, he went on to describe things which are favorable, which will help us to improve our devotional service. And the first thing he mentioned was utsahan, enthusiasm. That enthusiasm is very, very important quality. And Prabhupada liked that. He liked the enthusiasm of the devotee. He saw the devotee and people who came to Krishna consciousness in Srila Prabhupada's time. We were uncultured, we didn't know anything. Although we had some material education, we were spiritually uneducated, and we didn't have very good behavior. We had no real good qualities, but we had enthusiasm. And whenever Prabhupada asked us to do something, we would be happy to do it with great eagerness, great enthusiasm. And of course, it happened. Prabhupada asked us, distribute my books. If you want to please me, distribute my books. And the devotees went wild. Oh, wherever we had centers, the devotees would go and they'd be out there distributing books. And that's how we began the Krishna consciousness movement. We distributed a lot of books over the years. And it was not easy. We were young, we didn't have money. Somehow we got the books and we had to pay for them also. Prabhupada expected us to give the money for the books. Initially, when I first became a devotee, they were saying, you can just give the book. If people don't have money, just give them the book. But Prabhupada said, somebody has to pay. We have to have the, if nobody pays for the books, how will we print more books? So Prabhupada said, every gentleman should give something for the book. So in this way we would distribute the books. The temples which we opened, generally they were supported by our book distribution. We didn't have a congregation. We didn't have any people with jobs. Now you all have jobs here, you know, you're all working. But in the beginning of the movement, you know, they'd say, give up your job, leave the job. So it was like that. We had that enthusiasm. We wanted to serve Prabhupada. We wanted to please the Guru. And we would go all out and we would really endeavor and try to distribute the books and try to bring devotees and make nice temples and put on nice festivals. And we're still trying, we're still doing something. We had some nice festivals. Certainly the Govardhan Puja festival was very grand, very beautifully, very well done. And coming up is the Kirtan Mela. In the beginning of December, you have a holiday for 3 days. There's some holiday, and that time you're having Kirtan Mela. And some of the world famous Kirtaniers are coming to perform. So it's nice. Devotees will be happy and enthusiastic. Of course, it takes a lot of energy to put on these programs. It takes a lot of work. They're expecting maybe as many as 8,000 people to come for Kirtan Mela this year. It's going to be in Ajman, and the big hall is there. But as many as 8,000 people will come, and they have to be given prasadam. Everyone who comes will want prasadam. You don't come for the program if there's no prasadam, right? There'll be no enthusiasm if there's no prasadam. So prasadam, very important. It all takes a lot of work, a lot of planning, a lot of organization, a lot of manpower, also volunteers, right? We need volunteers. We always need volunteers. And that's why we came to the Krishna consciousness movement. The people said, we need you to help us, to organize, to put on these nice programs. So it takes enthusiasm, the desire to want to please Krishna. That is the important thing. We want to please Krishna. So Rupa Goswami mentions other things. He said, Utsahan nischayat dharyat tat karma pravartana. Like he's talking, what is favorable for our progress in Krishna consciousness? And he mentions enthusiasm, patience, and determination. So, in doing everything, Prabhupada said these three things are important. Whatever you do, these three things: enthusiasm, patience, determination. We have to have that. Determination means endeavoring with intelligence for Krishna consciousness. This is how Prabhupada defines determination. That endeavoring with determination for Krishna consciousness. We want something. We want to have that enthusiasm, that spirit to do something for the pleasure of Krishna. And the best thing we can do, most important thing, chanting Hare Krishna mantra. So everyone has to join in the kirtan. Everyone has to chant the holy name, take part in the kirtan. Someone may say, well, I'm not a devotee, I don't chant very much, I don't chant. But when we have kirtan, everyone should join in. Everyone should chant the holy name. It's so powerful that if we take part in the kirtan, we will get spiritual benefit. Spiritual benefit means the heart will become clean. We'll get rid of the dirt in the heart. What is in the heart? Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moha, Madha, Matsarya, like that. Lust, anger, greed, illusion, madness, envy. So these things are all in our heart. But when we chant the holy name, these things can be all removed. We have to chant. We have to chant with feeling from the heart. Sachinandan Swami would always say to people, chant from the heart. You know, we chant, don't just do it on the tongue. Or don't just let the name come in the ear, but it should come from the heart. The holy name should be there in the heart. In the heart, Lord Krishna is there. He's there, it's a super soul. And He's there in the heart. He's waiting for us to approach Him. So we want to make the heart a nice place. And we do it through Sankirtan, the Yuga Dharma. In every age there's the process for self-realization. And in the Kali Yuga Dharma, Harinam Sankirtan, Krishna Shakti Vininahi Tara Prabhata. We need to be empowered with the Krishna Shakti to propagate the holy name. Prabhupada gives the example, he said, just like if you are involved in some legal case, you may have to go to court, so you have a lawyer, and you don't want to go to court, so you hire a lawyer, he goes there, he represents you in the court. Right? So the same way, Lord Krishna empowers the devotee to distribute the holy name. He gives that Krishna Shakti, that potency, that they can distribute the holy name to everyone. Right? The Panchatattva. It is said, when Lord Krishna appeared, He brought with Him a storehouse of love of God, but the contents were kept sealed. Right? Krishna said, Sarva Dharmam Parigrishna. When you surrender, then I will free you from sinful reaction. So Lord Krishna made conditions. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then came with the Panchatattva. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishna Das Kaviraj describes, he said, the Panchatattva plundered the storehouse of love of God. They broke open the storehouse and they distributed the contents everywhere. without discrimination. They did not consider who was qualified and who was not. Wherever they went, they gave everyone Krishna Prem. This is the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in the forest of Jharkhand. Wild animals were there. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave them also Krishna Prem. The ferocious animals like the tigers became gentle due to Mahaprabhu. He gave them Krishna Prem. So this is Mahaprabhu. He has given us the Sankirtan movement. He had brought the chanting out from the temples and distributed the holy name to everyone. Let everyone chant the holy name without considering any kind of qualification. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so merciful. We also represent Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We also have to be merciful. Just like Srila Prabhupada was merciful. He went to the most fallen places. He went to New York. Oh. He went to the Lower East Side in the 1960s when it was all, they were vagrants, and alcoholics, and drug addicts everywhere. But Prabhupada went there and distributed the holy name. So that is the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We don't consider who's qualified and who's not. Wherever there's the opportunity to distribute Krishna consciousness, we go there and we give the holy name. So devotees all over the world, they're preaching in that way. That's why we have Krishna consciousness in so many different places. Because devotees took that, they had that enthusiasm to go there. Just like in the beginning of our Krishna consciousness movement, Prabhupada would tell devotees, you go to Africa and you go to Pakistan. Well, could you imagine, you know? Prabhupada gave these kind of instructions and the devotees would do it. That Prabhupada wants me to go there, I have to go. Just like Srila Prabhupada went to the West. He thought he went to Shantipur, the place of Advaita Acharya. And before he ever went to America, he would go there to Shantipur and he would pray to Advaita Acharya. He would pray that I have been given this mission and it is impossible. I have to go to the Western world and distribute the holy name. And it's an impossible mission, but I have been given this task. I have to make the effort. So in this way, Srila Prabhupada went to America. And he knew it was not easy. Many challenges. But Prabhupada kept going. Prabhupada gave the example about the Indian railways. Indian railways, you know, sometimes the train comes and it was yesterday's train. It wasn't, you know, the day late sometimes.
It's correct.
They're much better nowadays, of course, but it used to be quite bad, you know. Anyway, Prabhupada said in Indian railways they have the motto, keep the wheels rolling. Even sometimes the train doesn't go very fast, just try to keep the wheels rolling. So he told us like that, Krishna consciousness, you know. So sometimes, you know, we don't get very far, we don't get much done, but anyway, keep endeavoring, keep trying. Don't feel discouraged. You should always think Krishna has some plan. Krishna has some plan. And in the future, you will see the plan will become revealed. So we're so fortunate. We're so fortunate that we've been given this Krishna consciousness movement. We've been given the contact with the pure devotees coming in the parampara. So it's such a rare thing. It's very rare to get this opportunity. So we have to take advantage. Right? Krishna says, Bhagavad Gita, Manushanam Sahasreshu Kaschit Yatati Siddhaya. Out of thousands of people, hardly one is endeavoring for perfection. And of those who've achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth. So there are so many people, most people, they're not even thinking about perfection, any kind of perfection. They just simply think of eating, sleeping, mating, defending. This is animal business, animal propensities. Human life is special. Human life is meant for thoughtfulness. We're meant to inquire and to try to understand the purpose of our existence. So we're being given so much good fortune by the association of this Krishna consciousness movement. Now we have to take advantage and we have to make our life a success. And success in life is not just how many digits you have in the bank. Success in life is not that you've got the new car or you've got a villa instead of a little apartment somewhere. Success in life is that you don't come back. After you give up this body, after we give up the material body, we won't come back again. Right? We have the one book, maybe you've read it, Coming Back, a little booklet, Coming Back. And the last chapter in the book is, don't come back. You don't want to come back. If you come back again, man, it means we failed. We didn't pass. Right? When you do an exam, you know, if you pass, you don't have to do it again. If you fail, you have to do it again. Oh, so much trouble. Right? Maybe you want to be a lawyer. You have to take the bar exam. Very difficult. A lot of time, a lot of money you have to spend. And if you fail, oh, it's a big disappointment. You have to do the whole thing again, go through everything again. So it's similar. Human life. We've got this human life. We've got this golden opportunity to go back to Godhead. We've got the association of devotees to help us. We're connected to Srila Prabhupada and his movement. We have to take advantage. Don't come back again. Make this our last birth. Go back home, back to Godhead. So we're encouraging all of you in this way. Keep up your enthusiasm. Don't be dispirited. Any question? Anybody? Any doubts?
Maharaj,
Yes?
when we feel little bit low or discouraged, so which shloka we should remember?
When we feel low or a bit discouraged, what sloka should we remember? Well, we should remember how Mahaprabhu is Mahabadanaya. Right? He's come to deliver the fallen. So you should think, I'm very fallen. I'm very low. I need the mercy of Krishna. We sing the song, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Kora More Toma Vina Ki Dayalu Jagat Samsara Patita Pavana Hetu Tava Avatara Mosamo Patita Prabhu Napa Ebihara. That Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you're the most merciful. You've come to deliver the fallen souls. I am very fallen. Please, my claim is first. Please pick me up. Take me out of this material world. So like that, that's one example from that nice song. And we can remember how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving mercy to Jagai and Madhai, although they were so fallen and sinful. And we can remember also the prayer to Madan Mohan. How does it go? Jayatam Surator Pango, Mama Manda Matergati, Mat Sarvasva Padambojo, Sri Radha Madana Mohano. Right? In Hyderabad, they have the deities Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan. So, this is that prayer, Sambandha Gyan, that we are praying to Radha Madan Mohan, that I'm lame and cripple-minded, so please give me shelter at your lotus feet and deliver me from this material existence. Like this, we can, wherever you read Krishna consciousness, there are so many verses there. You can, it's up to every individual which particular verse will inspire you. Different verses are there. So for different people, they will get inspiration in different ways, different slokas. Someone will get inspiration from Sarva Dharmam Parigeshna, that Krishna said, just surrender to me, I will free you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. So Krishna is saying like that, don't be fearful of the material world. Just surrender to Krishna and Krishna will protect us. And we can also remember how Krishna says, Manmana bhavad mat bhakto madhyaji mam namaskaru mami vaishyasi satyam te pratijani priyosi me. Right? Krishna is saying, engage your mind in thinking of me, become my devotee, offer obeisances unto me and worship me. In this way you will come to me without fail. I promise you this, because you are my very dear devotee. So like that we can think of these different things. We can remember how the material world is temporary place, but if we surrender to Krishna, we can cross over. Devi he esha gunamayi mama maya duradyeya mam eva ye prapajante mai amitam taranti. Material nature, very difficult to overcome, but if we take shelter of Lord Krishna, we can easily cross beyond it. And so, practically, wherever you read, you can get faith, you can get encouragement. If you just open the book and read, it's all there. The mercy is there in these books. We have to take advantage of the books. Yes, Mariji? Hare Krishna.
You said that for Chaturmasi we should observe some vows, maybe roots and fruits. So, Maharaj, if somebody is not comfortable doing roots and fruits, is it okay to do more rounds and chant more, or is it the best to?
Oh yes, definitely. Prabhupada explained, he said, on many occasions, he said, the real purpose of fasting, like on Ekadasi, he said the real purpose is to increase our hearing and chanting. It's not just living on fruits and roots. What is important is that we will hear and chant more. We'll try to be more absorbed in Krishna consciousness. So hearing and chanting is more important than fasting, certainly. So we encourage the devotees like that. Try to do more hearing and chanting. And that's what's really important on these days. The fasting and so on, well, the ideal fasting is that you have more time to hear and chant. Yeah?
Can you please share one of your experience teaching in China?
Well, it's no different from anywhere else. You know, everywhere people are materialistic and then thinking only about money and sense gratification. So, Everywhere there are souls waiting to get Krishna consciousness. You just have to go there and find them. So, there's a lot of people, just like here in Dubai, there's a lot of people here. So many people. When you're on the traffic, you see, oh my goodness, there's so many people, so many cars. So there's a lot of souls to be saved here. It's no different in China or Russia or Africa. Wherever you go, there's so many souls just waiting to get Krishna consciousness. And you just have to be willing to be patient and determined, keep up your enthusiasm and keep chanting. Srila Prabhupada said you can go just like Prabhupada went in that park in New York, and Prabhupada went and chanted, and people came and they joined in the chanting. So the same way, if we just go somewhere and chant, people will come and join us. So we did like that. Just go and chant somewhere and people will come find out what we're doing. And then we have also books. We distribute books, try to give people books. And if they're interested in the book, then we know then there's some hope to try to make them devotees. If they say, oh no, I read the book, I'm not interested, then okay, it's not interested. But if somebody reads the book and they're interested, they want to know more, then oh, that's good. So that's the same program all over the world, wherever we go. We distribute books, and we chant the holy name, and we see who comes forward, who's interested, who's attracted. Sukadeva Goswami offered his prayer in the Srimad Bhagavatam. He was asked to describe the process of creation. So before beginning to describe the process of creation, he first of all offered prayers. And he spoke about different races. It's in the second canto. He said, Kiritahunandra Palinta Pokasha Abira Shumba Yavana Kashadaya Yanyecha Papa Yadapashraya Shraya Sujanti Tasmai Prabha Vishnave Namaha. Sukadeva Goswami is describing different races who are all sinful. Right? And he mentions so many, and Prabhupada lists, he talks about the different places, different countries, places where people are sinful. And he said they can all become Krishna conscious by the mercy of the devotee. It just needs the devotee to go there and give the mercy. And we can find people willing to take up Krishna consciousness. Okay, thank you very much.
Today, like we mentioned, there we are also celebrating Tulsi Shaligram Vivaha. Maybe a little bit about Tulsi Maharani and about this event. Maybe just very short.
Oh yes, okay. So Tulsi Vivaha, that's on the Ekadasi day. Isn't it?
Yes, we are doing it early. We are doing it early.
Okay, so Prabhupada was pointing out we're having this Tulsi Vivaha ceremony, the marriage of Tulsi, and Tulsi is married to Shaligram, so it's actually a nice festival. And I remember last year where I can't remember where I was, but I saw all the people, they all came with the Tulsis. Everybody brought their Tulsi because they want their Tulsi to get married, Just like if you have a daughter or something, you want your daughter to get married. So they bring their Tulsi, and they get their Tulsi married to Shaligram. Very nice festival. So, of course, the idea is we become more Krishna conscious, thinking of Tulsi and serving Tulsi, and then having more association with devotees, and chanting the holy name and distributing prasadam. So this festival, worship Tulsi, Prabhupada gave the credit to one of his disciples, a lady called Govinda Devi Dasi, one of his very first disciples. She was living in Hawaii, and somehow she got seeds of Tulsi and she began to grow Tulsi there in Hawaii. And she did a lot of work also in developing the care of Tulsi. And Prabhupada credited her with introducing the worship of Tulsi. So worship of Tulsi is devotee of Krishna. She's a pure devotee. And takes birth just so that she can offer her leaves and flowers. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught Raghunath Das Goswami to worship his Govardhan Shila. Mahaprabhu had the Govardhan Shila and he gave it to Raghunath, and he told Raghunath, you can worship this Govardhan Shila by offering the manjari flowers from the Tulsi tree. So Tulsi is so important, you know, that Lord Krishna cannot accept offerings without Tulsi. It's very important for us that we have the Tulsi plant and we take care of Tulsi. And it's wonderful how Tulsi grows in so many places in the world where it's so cold. You know, here of course she grows very easily. But oh, of course there's spiders, a lot of spiders here. But still it grows nicely. But even like Russia, so cold places there, in North China, I've seen the devotees keep Tulsi for many years in their houses. And Canada, very cold also, but they grow Tulsi and they have a nice greenhouse with heating, they keep the Tulsi going. England also so cold and miserable, no sun, but still they keep Tulsi and they have special lighting arrangements to keep her. So Prabhupada always appreciated to see Tulsi. When Prabhupada visited George Harrison at his home, they had Tulsi there, and Prabhupada told him, he said, because you're devotee, so that's why Tulsi is growing nicely in your home. So if you're devotee, you can keep Tulsi. You can grow Tulsi nicely. And we should. You keep Tulsi in your home and it's very auspicious, very spiritually powerful. Just to keep Tulsi. Even Prabhupada one time, he wanted his picture taken, just him and Tulsi. And he was chanting the holy name. He said, this is all you need, Tulsi and the holy name. And Prabhupada was sitting and chanting. And so we encourage all of you, if you don't have Tulsi in your home, you should get one. You can. Some devotees have many Tulsis and they can give you one and take care of her and try to get her married. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to do Damodar tonight. Have we got Damodar? We having chant?
इसको बंद कैसे करते हैं?
Boss?
बंद बंद
Hari Bol.